It's been just over a month since 21-year-old Gran Ronnebeck was shot and killed at the Mesa QuickTrip where he worked. Today, his uncle testified in front of Congress and asked elected officials to take action. Andrew Romanov was on Capitol Hill and watched today's emotional hearing.
Michael Ronnebeck says he was representing his family today when he testified to a House committee. He says his nephew Grant's death could have been prevented if the government took a stronger stance on illegal immigration.
It is my family's greatest desire that Grant's legacy will be more than a fading obituary, a cemetery plot, or a fond memory.
An emotional moment in Congress today. Michael Ronnebeck told representatives the story of his nephew's violent murder. Gran Ronnebeck was working the graveyard shift at a Mesa QuickTrip when a man walked in demanding cigarettes.
The man then pulled the gun and stated, "You're not going to take my money and you're not going to give me my cigarettes." Grant immediately offered up the cigarettes to the man, who shot him in the face, killing him.
The man charged, Apolinar Altamirano, an undocumented immigrant. Worse yet, Altamirano pleaded guilty to a burglary charge in 2012, then was released on bail. He was free while he waited for an immigration hearing.
I believe there's simply no excuse for ICE to be releasing individuals like this back out onto our streets to endanger and kill hardworking Americans.
Now outcry in Washington over immigration enforcement. Earlier this month, Pinal County Sheriff Paul Babu mentioned Grant in his own congressional testimony.
And all we're hearing is excuses on how this guy was released, and we're outraged in our state, and this just underscores the fact of what's going on, that these people aren't held accountable.
Department of Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson was invited to testify, but the invitation was only extended days ago.
I've seen Mr. Johnson on TV for every day for the last week and a half, yet he can't make it to a committee in front of Congress. With this panel, it's ridiculous.
If Altamirano were in custody, Ronnebeck says his nephew would still be alive.
A lot has been said about Grant. He was a well-loved member of the community. We miss him a lot.
While there were emotional moments, the hearing also had some political squabbling. Republicans accused Democrats of refusing to pass a bill that would fund DHS through the end of the year. Live in Washington, Andrew Romanov, Cronkite News.